Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. In today's video, are you feeling the magnetic pull of your twin flame or noticing a shift in the energies around you? Let's dive in and uncover what's truly happening with these powerful forces. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. I'm about to start shuffling the energy oracle cards to bring you a meaningful message. If you'd like me to focus more specifically on your situation, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Your support really helps me connect with your energy, allowing for deeper insights into what you're experiencing right now. Let's see what the cards reveal. I'm tuning into some names, and I'm getting one that starts with Sh and also the name Hannah. Remember, these names are meant for specific individuals. So if they don't resonate with you, that's totally fine. I'm sensing a strong theme of love coming through, particularly with some Virgo energy around. The Blossoming Abundance card is sitting over the third eye, which is all about our intuition and spiritual insight. It feels like someone here is recognizing a lot of spiritual potential in a romantic connection, even if it seems a bit ungrounded in the physical world. So, what's the spiritual potential of this relationship? Wow, the Crown Chakra card has come up upright. This is one of the most powerful spiritual cards in the deck. It suggests that this love connection is deeply spiritual. I keep hearing awakening. It's as if you and this person have helped each other awaken to a higher level of consciousness, breaking free from the limiting beliefs and paradigms of the 3D world. It seems like this person came into your life during a time when both of you weren't fully spiritually awake. Maybe you were both wearing masks, shaped by limiting beliefs and societal expectations. When you met, it was like you were entirely different people. But in reality, those masks were hiding your true selves. You've helped each other awaken to your spiritual nature, revealing who you really are. However, I'm sensing that one of you has been progressing on this journey much faster than the other. Right from the start, your connection brought a sense of peace and comfort. With the Hostilities card reversed, it feels like you both felt safe enough to lower your defenses and remove those masks. Because, at the core, you're not connecting with those personas. You're connecting with each other's true soul essence. It seems like you've brought a profound sense of peace to this person. There's this beautiful feeling of, I've been searching for something like this my whole life, and now that I've found it, I don't need to look anymore. It's as if both of you have been on a restless journey, unknowingly reaching out for one another until now. With the World card upright, it's clear that this connection is allowing you both to grow spiritually and evolve in incredible ways. I sense that you and this person have shared a connection for a while now, perhaps even years. For some, it might feel like an off and on relationship, where you've interacted intermittently throughout the years. Now, I'm picking up some strong energy from the Lover's Oracle. I felt compelled to pull from this deck today, so let's explore what important message it has for you. As I channel for this group of souls connected to this reading, I'm seeing the number 333, which resonates with the energy of the Ascended Masters. This indicates that both you and this person have very ancient souls and have shared many lifetimes together. From the Lover's Oracle, the message is clear. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I sense that this connection has had its ups and downs. At different points, one of you may have tried to steer things or control the timing, outcomes, or circumstances. It feels like there were moments where one of you sought to possess the other, aiming for a traditional relationship that brought a sense of security. However, your connection has always resisted being boxed in or defined in a conventional way. Its purpose is to teach you about true, unconditional love, the kind of love that doesn't claim, but instead allows and nurtures. On the masculine side of this connection, it seems he's been on a journey of learning to open his heart. Deep down, he has a pure and generous spirit, but he's also quite guarded due to past wounds. This has led him to close off emotionally, which can make him seem cold or distant. However, I sense that this emotional distance has caused him a lot of pain, because, at his core, he truly longs to be close to the feminine energy here. Through the heartache he feels from creating this distance, he's beginning to understand the importance of fully opening his heart. My guides suggest that this process has been gradual. The masculine seems to be awakening a bit slower than the feminine in this connection, but I feel a breakthrough is on the horizon. During my meditation for this reading, I kept hearing reunion timeline, indicating that you both are being aligned for a reunion, even though things may have felt off track in the past. We have the card that says, "Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way." I sense that a significant breakthrough, blessing, or positive shift is on the horizon for you both in this connection. This change seems to depend, in part, on the feminine embracing her true worthiness of love and staying connected to that self-loving energy. Remember, you deserve to have everything your heart desires. Just as the masculine may have closed off his heart chakra due to past wounds, the feminine here might have faced challenges with her solar plexus energy, leading to a shaky sense of self-confidence and struggles with self-doubt. I'm picking up on something related to food and eating, and I'm hearing the name Catherine for someone. It feels like, for some of you, body image and nourishment may have been real struggles. You might have found it hard to fully love yourself, nourish your body in the ways you deserve, and see yourself as beautiful and worthy of love. Now, I'm not speaking to everyone, but if you've faced struggles in this area, divine feminine, I sense that you're experiencing some powerful healing. It feels like you've recently gone through an upgrade, where you're starting to feel much more confident in your body and embracing self-love. And here's the thing, your healing journey isn't just for you, it's also affecting your maternal lineage. You might notice patterns in your family's history. Perhaps your mother, grandmother, or even great-grandmother struggled with similar issues around self-worth, body image, food, and self-nourishment. It seems you've been carrying a heavy burden because you came to this planet as an ancient, powerful soul, taking on these dense patterns to heal them for your maternal line, particularly around self-love and body image. When I say these patterns are heavy, I mean they've built up momentum over generations, creating deeply subconscious but limiting beliefs. You are the one in your family, especially within your maternal line, who is truly stepping into your power and breaking free from these cycles. I also sense that you've been faced with choices regarding this love situation. As you expand and awaken, divine feminine, it seems you might be moving faster than the masculine in your life, possibly a divine masculine. For many of you, this could indeed be a twin flame connection. I'll let you know if that comes up in the cards, but ultimately, only you can truly identify the nature of your soul connection. It feels like the choices you're facing about this masculine involve deciding whether to fully let go or to keep pursuing this connection. You might have found yourself caught in a tug-of-war in your mind, feeling that internal push and pull. This energetic struggle could even manifest as physical sensations in your heart chakra, reflecting the intensity of these conflicting feelings within you. Part of you senses the deep momentum of lifetimes spent with this soul, you're so spiritually connected to, someone who has awakened your spirit just as you've awakened theirs. Yet, you're also feeling a strong pull toward your own journey of self-love and personal evolution, which sometimes seems to require creating some physical distance from this particular divine masculine. Through this conscious struggle with your choices, it feels like your guides are guiding you toward a deeper understanding. This deeper insight is reflected in the Broken Heart card reversed, alongside a message from the Lover's Oracle that reminds you, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of love and life. Your understanding of life and love is evolving. The first message from your guides about these choices is clear. There's no right or wrong answer here. The most aligned path for you seems to be to keep choosing your own expansion into total self-love, whatever that looks like for you. Only you can truly know what that means, whether it's creating distance with the masculine in your life, setting boundaries, or exploring new love opportunities. It might even mean continuing to heal this connection, with the understanding that your choices can shift over time. Your guides encourage you to stay open to these changes, allowing yourself to navigate this journey at your own pace by following your intuition. With the Broken Heart card reversed, it's evident that you and this divine masculine are healing each other's heart chakras, opening your hearts to one another, regardless of how much you interact in the physical realm or the distance between you. Those shifts, activations, and heart openings are continually happening on a deep energetic level. The number 999 could hold special significance for someone. We also have the card Portal from the Starseed Oracle, which says, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. I sense that this is a pivotal moment, a portal for a quantum leap in your life. You may have recently felt a profound momentum energetically, as if your life is undergoing a significant upgrade. This could show up in very personal ways, perhaps in your work or career. It feels like you're aligning with your soul's highest path in areas like work, career, or finances, which may resonate with some of you. Even though these upgrades might feel quite independent, they're actually interconnected with the spiritual healing and activation happening between you and your counterpart soul. Just as you both awakened each other spiritually when you first connected, you continue to activate each other, even from a distance. I want to share some updates about what's currently happening with twin flames collectively and touch on the twin flame magnetic pulling effect. These two aspects are interconnected because we're at a crucial moment for twin flames. Many of us, especially divine feminines, have reached a significant point in our evolution and vibration. A group of divine feminines, aligned on a specific wave and timeline, are now experiencing an almost overwhelming intensity in their twin flame connections. Over the years, there has been a notable rise in consciousness and vibration among divine feminines. Many have reached a breaking or tipping point, aligning with high vibrational timelines that are starting to bring forth the early stages of genuine abundance. Whether this abundance manifests as joy, prosperity, or deeper connections, it's clear that transformative changes are on the horizon. Many of these manifestations are starting to take root, whether it's in the form of joyful connections, material or financial abundance, or a more free-flowing way of being. However, on the divine masculine side, the term that comes to mind is crisis mode. Many of them have been thrust into a deep ego death experience as part of their spiritual awakening, particularly in response to the rapid frequency shifts that divine feminines are experiencing. The masculine energy tends to move more slowly, almost like molasses, as it navigates through the lower chakras, from the root chakra to the heart, where vibrations naturally resonate at a slower pace. In contrast, divine feminine energy flows from the crown chakra down to the heart, creating a meeting point in that sacred space. As a result, many divine feminines are experiencing a faster energetic shift, which accelerates their spiritual awakening. This journey often starts at the crown chakra, moving through the third eye and throat chakras. In fact, many divine feminines have recently gone through a significant throat chakra activation that peaked over the summer and into early fall. This activation has been building over the past year and a half within our current wave of twin flames. As this throat chakra activation sends energy to the heart center, many of us are experiencing unusual sensations, like fluttering, palpitations, and heightened emotions. While some of these feelings might seem negative, what's really happening is a powerful clearing process. The energy flows from the crown chakra through the third eye and throat, and is now swirling around the heart space, helping to release any emotional baggage and deep-rooted wounds that need to be addressed. For many divine feminines, this has led to an increase in emotional intensity, making us feel like we're overflowing with feelings without fully grasping their source. If you've found yourself waiting on your masculine counterpart, it could be because your energy has surged from the crown to the heart, creating an emotional whirlwind, while the divine masculine is still working through their lower chakras. From a 3D perspective, it seems like the divine feminine has awakened more quickly, while the divine masculine is still in the process of catching up. Right now, many divine masculines are deep in their ego death, facing intense shifts in their lives. Much of what they've built is crumbling faster than they're comfortable with. They're gradually moving through the root, sacral, and now the solar plexus chakras, where their sense of self-confidence is being redefined. While this transformation in the solar plexus is ultimately positive from a higher self perspective, many divine masculines are grappling with sleeplessness, anxiety, and overwhelming emotions as they navigate this change. As things in their 3D life are being dismantled, anxiety is rising for many divine masculines. When it comes to shifting solar plexus energy, the journey toward authentic core confidence, deeply connected to intuition and rooted in the gut, requires a complete deconstruction of anything in their life that doesn't align with their true essence. In the past, many divine masculines may have projected a facade of confidence that wasn't genuine. This illusion, created by the ego, may have appeared as confidence in their careers, romantic relationships, or social interactions. However, beneath that surface lay a false wall, something that couldn't withstand the test of time because it lacked the foundation of true, soul-deep authenticity. The divine feminine energy, whether through conscious interactions or simply by stepping into her own power, voice, and confidence, has sparked a transformation in the divine masculine. Right now, he's experiencing a whirlwind of change, dismantling anything that doesn't align with his true self and authentic soul frequency, which resonates with the divine feminine as twin flames. If you, as a divine feminine, feel like you and your divine masculine are missing each other, or not fully connecting, remember that this often happens because his spirit guides or higher self have placed him under construction. They've created a kind of barrier around him to slow down his 3D life, which can even impact your interactions in the physical realm. I like to call these periods twin flame timeouts. It's common for twin flames to go through phases where things seem stagnant or stuck. These timeouts are often divinely orchestrated to allow for a deeper focus on the powerful shifts occurring within both your individual energy fields and the shared energy between you. I'm here with a twin flame, reading and energy update that will shed light on both the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, along with how these energies are interacting and influencing one another. If you're consciously on a twin flame journey, these insights may resonate with your experience of the external divine masculine and divine feminine. However, if you don't identify with the twin flame concept or aren't currently in contact with a twin flame, these messages can still apply to the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within yourself. You might also find that some of these insights connect with a particular soulmate situation or another type of love connection in your life. I'm going to start by shuffling the energy oracle cards. Right away, the card for financial constraints has appeared in the upright position. My intention was to channel first into the divine masculine energy field. I keep sensing a name that starts with H. Specifically, the name Harold is coming through for someone. This could relate to a past relative or ancestor. Yesterday, I also picked up on strong feminine ancestral energy, particularly a woman who seemed to be in her 60s or 80s, with mid-length curly grey hair. I'm not sure whose ancestor this might be. It could be a loved one who has passed, or someone currently in your life. Regardless, I sense a form of guidance or protection coming through from her energy. As a reminder, during these readings, I channel various people, connections, and situations, so please take only the messages that truly resonate with you. I'm sensing a strong focus on business, work, or finances from some divine masculines right now. I'm picking up on a masculine energy associated with an S name who might be using work as a distraction. It feels like his life has settled into a routine of waking up, going to work, and doing whatever it takes for financial stability, caught in a cycle of work, sleep, eat, repeat. The guidebook mentions a key message. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is urging you to focus on meeting your needs and to be patient. Better days are ahead. That distinction between needs and wants is really significant. And just a note, when I use terms like masculine, feminine, he, she, or their, remember that gender isn't the focus. These labels refer to energetic dynamics and can apply to anyone. I'm getting a strong message from the financial constraints card. There's a disconnect for the divine masculine between his true desires and the obligations he feels in the physical world, whether for survival or financial stability. For some, this could relate to responsibilities he's grappling with. For the divine masculine, I'm sensing that tension is intensifying, especially between his head and heart. His logical side urges him to stick to one path, while his heart is pulling him in a different direction with increasing force. Divine feminine, you might be feeling this same intensity within yourself, particularly as physical sensations like muscular tension, especially in the solar plexus, stomach, abdomen, and back areas. The mid-back, in particular, connects to the heart space, and I sense that much of this tension for the masculine stems from the struggle between his mind and heart. Many of you divine feminines may also find this resonates with your inner divine masculine energy. When it comes to work, finances, and career, you could be feeling a growing tension between where your heart and soul want to lead you and what your logical mind envisions. It may feel like you're navigating by blind faith, stepping into the unknown to pursue a dream or passion that makes you feel truly alive. At the same time, this tension could be heightened by the doubts and fears of those around you, causing you to question your own intuition. We have the Full Into My Arms card from the Starseed Oracle, which carries a powerful message: surrender. It speaks to the beauty of holding opposites, embracing the extremes of life, divine feminine, your spirit guides, possibly an ancestor with a name starting with G or H, are guiding you in mastering the art of creating space for conflicting emotions within yourself. This means allowing fear, tension, and uncertainty to coexist alongside confidence and faith. Trust your intuition as your inner compass, and let it lead you, even when fear and doubt try to creep in. I'm hearing that the key to moving forward lies in holding those opposing feelings without fear, embracing the darkness within, the waves of fear, and even the self-doubt that may arise. I'm envisioning someone journaling, and your guides are suggesting that finding a creative outlet like journaling could be a great way to channel those fears. Sharing your concerns with someone you trust, someone who supports your journey, can also help release those emotions, especially after the intensity of this recent full moon cycle. I just noticed the number 1144, which might resonate with some of you. For those connecting with this number, I'm receiving a message that new beginnings are on the horizon, along with a sense of divine intervention. For you, divine feminine, this could mean letting go of old cycles to create space for fresh opportunities to flow in. This feeling of lightness comes from releasing the dense patterns that have been holding you back. On the flip side, the divine masculine energy might experience this intervention as delays or a sense of being stuck, potentially leading to self-sabotage. Many divine masculines may find themselves wondering, why aren't things working like they used to? This feeling is part of their divine intervention as they go through a significant awakening. The Door to Spirit card in the upright position reinforces that change is happening for a reason. It's all part of the journey. I'm sensing a chaotic energy, particularly around the divine masculine's emotions. He feels overwhelmed by his feelings for the divine feminine, possibly because acting on them could disrupt his current situation. This might be a masculine stuck in a long-term karmic relationship or a deeply rooted 3D structure. He knows what his heart truly desires, but that knowledge brings a wave of emotional intensity, even if he isn't fully aware of the spiritual side of things. The awakening process is definitely shaking up his energy. For some, the symbolism of a lion, especially its piercing eyes, may resonate as this masculine observes the divine feminine closely. There's a protective energy surrounding him, and I'm picking up a name starting with C for someone. The yin-yang card, which is a key indicator of twin flame connections, has appeared upright. This suggests that many of you might indeed be in a twin flame situation. I sense an ancient bond here, and the letter B is coming through for someone. While the masculine may not fully grasp or label this connection as a twin flame journey, he does recognize its depth. He realizes that resisting a new beginning with the divine feminine leads to stagnation in other areas of his life. The reversed sun card highlights that every time the divine masculine tries to move on or resist this connection, divine intervention pulls him back in. Whether he's fully aware of the spiritual significance or not, he can't ignore the sense of destiny tied to this bond. Some more awakened. Divine masculines may recognize it as a twin flame connection, while others might still be unaware of its true nature. Regardless, the bond is powerful and undeniable. Earlier, I sensed this divine intervention and noticed the masculine feeling stuck in his life. It's like he doesn't want to move forward without the divine feminine by his side. I got the name Josh for someone, and I keep seeing North or South Carolina, suggesting a connection to those areas. I'm also picking up on a city name that has an L in it. For many divine masculines, there's still an internal struggle at play. While they're experiencing profound realizations through their spiritual awakening, recognizing this soul bond and the destiny that draws them to the divine feminine, they're also grappling with resistance. Much of this pushback likely stems from their 3D circumstances, making the situation feel uncertain or even hopeless, much like the victory card reversed suggests. I'm reshuffling the cards now to focus on the divine feminine energy and see what messages are coming through. Right away, two powerful insights emerged. Divine feminines, you're stepping into your power while also feeling a wave of energetic intensity. Some of this energy may be coming from a divine masculine you're connected to, as well as from the collective consciousness. I'm hearing that much of this intensity arises from shifts you've already navigated, but now you're helping others process these changes. This could be a specific individual, like a divine masculine, or even a broader group tied to you in the 3D, such as family or community. It may feel like you're stuck in old cycles, but in reality, you're transmuting energy for the greater good. I picked up the letter K for a divine feminine listener. While shuffling, I drew the Angel of Love card in reverse, which symbolizes unconditional love. It seems someone may be dealing with intense energy from individuals or groups that offer conditional love because they struggle to love themselves. This could be a parental figure or a family member. I also saw someone with red hair and another with dyed blue hair. If you or someone you know has blue hair, this message might resonate strongly. There's a healing process happening around a wound of conditional love for some divine feminines, and I'm picking up the word narcissist. This could refer to someone exhibiting narcissistic traits. You might be experiencing waves of emotion tied to this, whether it's related to someone who has passed, like a parent or grandparent, or someone still present in your life. There's a tension within them, between their higher self, which craves self-love, and their 3D self, which struggles against it. This internal conflict often results in their inability to love and accept others unconditionally. This individual may also have a loose relationship with the truth. They might have lied to you or twisted facts, leaving you feeling betrayed. Interacting with them can be emotionally draining, and you might find yourself energetically preparing for those encounters. You may turn to holistic therapy, traditional counseling, or self-healing practices to shield yourself from their energy. I keep hearing the name Morgan, which might resonate with someone. Despite the difficulties, I sense a strong desire to maintain a connection with this person, as you're able to see their true self, their higher self. You recognize that their higher self longs for unconditional love, both for themselves and for others. However, their 3D self continues to resist that deeper truth. As a powerful healer and someone deeply in tune with energy, you're navigating a tough situation. You can see the soul blueprints of others and understand what would truly fulfill them, but on this earthly plane, it's challenging to align them with that truth when they're not ready to face their shadows. Your efforts to help others reconnect with their true selves are incredibly beautiful, divine feminine, but they've also brought you a lot of pain. It can feel like you're constantly reopening your own wounds, leaving you emotionally and energetically drained. The hostilities card reversed reminds us that your guides are saying, don't fight the current. People will make their own choices, and while you can shine as a beacon of light, you can't dive into their struggles and do the healing for them. In fact, trying to do so can dim your own light. Right now, especially around the full moon, you're being guided to refocus on yourself. You might feel the urge to pull back from others, taking time to clarify your own intentions and reset your energy. With the goddess of the moon upright, you're reclaiming your power. Stay centered on your own journey, connected to your intuition and that deep well of unconditional self-love within. You have the strength and clarity to set boundaries with those who aren't ready to embrace your healing. Now, let's tap into what the collective divine feminine is feeling or thinking about the divine masculine at this moment. A card from the Twin Flames in Separation deck has come through, and it reads, "I'm in love with you, and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a beautiful life with you." However, as I reflect on this message, it feels less like a statement directed at another person and more like a loving conversation with herself. It's as if the divine feminine is saying, "I love you, self. I'm ready to take action for you, to enhance your life, and to help you find fulfillment within. I'm prepared to create a beautiful life for you, to protect and nurture you in the ways I once sought from others." This marks a significant moment of integration within the divine feminine. With indecision reversed, there's a powerful affirmation. I'm not going to stay stuck here forever. Many divine feminines may have felt immobilized, perhaps waiting for someone or something to give them permission to move forward. But now, there's a newfound inner resolve. No more waiting, no more stagnation. While the Sun card reversed might have made you feel trapped in old patterns, you now possess an inner knowing that progress is on the horizon. The numbers 1 and 8 are particularly meaningful here, echoing the sentiment of "face the music," a wake-up call for the divine feminine. The Broken Heart card upright suggests healing from past wounds, whether related to family, friendships, or connections with narcissistic traits. You may have been surrounded by people who failed to see, honor, or respect you, but you're no longer willing to accept that. The Magician and the Mirror upright reflects a profound integration of your inner divine, masculine, and feminine energies. This harmonious blending is paving the way for deep self-love and the conscious choice to take actions that nourish and support your soul, mind, and body in a holistic way. Let's start the reading now with the Energy Oracle card deck. If you would like me to bring you a message that matches your situation, don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe. By doing so, you are creating an energetic connection that helps me understand your energy and the vibe of your current circumstances. Now, let's see what you need to know most right now. The first card that comes up is Hostilities in Reverse, which suggests that something is shifting towards resolution and peace. For some of you, I'm sensing a connection to tattoos. This could be a clue for someone specific. So, what's coming into resolution for you? The card indicates action. This could relate to how you're moving forward, or perhaps someone taking steps toward you. I'm also picking up on the name Timothy, which might resonate with someone listening. Remember, when I channel specific names, details, or dates, they're often meant for certain individuals, so just take what feels right for you. It seems like there's been a struggle for someone here, perhaps even for you, feeling a sense of hopelessness due to internal conflict. You might be unsure about how to take action, feeling stuck in a tough spot, or you could be waiting on someone else to make a move. There's a heavy sense of defeat, especially around the heart center. Lately, I've been waking up feeling quite emotional myself, and often these waves of feeling are part of the collective energy many of us are experiencing. In this reading, I want to connect with those of you who have noticed heightened emotions, whether it's late at night, in the middle of the night, or first thing in the morning. If you've been working through a lot of feelings in your heart chakra lately, know that something is breaking free within you. We've drawn the Financial Constraints card in a neutral position, but I'm sensing that for many of you, these constraints might not be about finances. They're more about material aspects of your life. There's a transformation happening in your physical world, whether it's in your relationships, your work, or how you approach life in general. Interestingly, alongside this, we have the Attachment card in reverse and the Angel of Love. The Angel of Love represents unconditional love, So it seems these changes are energetically flowing through you, which is why you might be experiencing those emotional waves. Embrace this process. It's all part of your transformation. This message might resonate with just a few of you, but it's important to know that anything happening around this time, whether in your own life or in your family's history, needs to be processed energetically. Energy transforms into emotions, so to make space for something new, these feelings must be released as well. Often, if heavy energies are tied to specific times of the year or certain dates, we might feel them more intensely when they resurface, especially as we release them through that time portal in subsequent years. I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it's coming through strongly from someone's guides. These old patterns are being cleared, and I sense this will influence your physical life, particularly the material aspects you're breaking free from. This means changes are on the horizon, whether it's a shift in your job, your living situation, or your relationships. Trust your intuition. You know what's about to transform in your life. When we're on the brink of significant changes and transformations, it often feels like we're navigating a dense forest filled with heavy, negative energies and emotional patterns that need to be processed. This journey is essential for us to ascend into the next phase of our lives. For some of you, I'm sensing a theme of loneliness emerging. Feelings of isolation can be common during these upgrades, as we might feel more disconnected from others. This isn't meant to make you feel alone or push people away. Instead, this divine isolation serves a purpose. It offers you a precious opportunity to clarify your core soul frequency. By stepping back from the noise of others' energies and limiting beliefs, as well as societal pressures and media distractions, you create space for solitude. In this quiet period, you can truly stabilize and connect with your authentic self. Embrace this time. It's a vital part of your transformation. For those of us who are highly empathic, meaning you have a special gift for sensing and interpreting the energies of others, it's common to experience periods of divine isolation during major upgrades. Your higher self and guides recognize your sensitivity and understand that you need time and space to clarify your own values and unique vibration. If you've been feeling the weight of others' projections regarding your choices, you're not alone. I'm getting a message for someone who feels stuck and is facing challenging decisions. If you're finding it hard to choose a path and feel like you're walking through a fog, your guides want you to shift your perspective. Instead of weighing the pros and cons of your options, like which job to take or which relationship to pursue, ask yourself a different question. What story do I want to tell? This shift in focus can help you connect more deeply with your true desires and direction. Take a moment to look back from the perspective of your highest self. Imagine living your life on your most vibrant timeline where you're fulfilling your own standards in every way. What choices are you making in that ideal version of your story? Which ones feel most authentic and empowering to you? I sense that for many of you, this story revolves around unconditional love. It's about courageously setting an example of self-love, choosing not to conform to the beliefs and expectations of others or society, but instead carving your own path based on your true sense of empowerment. Your guides are reminding you that when you fully embrace self-love and empowerment, you naturally inspire and uplift those around you. It's not about trying to fix or change others. It's about connecting with your most empowering narrative and making choices from that elevated state of being. Now I'm going to shuffle the cards again and see what additional messages the beautiful souls listening here need to hear. This message is about something you're currently manifesting, represented by the cornucopia card in reverse. This card is linked to the root chakra, which connects us to the earth and our physical reality. As you listen to this reading, remember, my readings are timeless. What you're trying to manifest hasn't yet fully grounded in the physical world. I'm also getting a strong vibe from the Tower card in reverse, which gives me chills. I heard the name Julia, and I sense there's someone here who's been resisting change out of fear of pain. This could be you, or someone close to you. This person is hesitant to embrace the changes they've been guided toward because they fear the unknown. Their guides are urging them to have the courage to face the unknown, trust what's unfolding, and allow yourself to feel the grief and loss when it arises. It seems like someone here might be avoiding emotions that their ego labels as negative. You might find feelings of sadness, pain, heartbreak, or regret surfacing from time to time. Perhaps you were taught from a young age to repress these emotions, learning to put a happy face on it. This could stem from messages received from parents or society. It's okay to acknowledge and process these feelings. They are a natural part of your journey. What we often don't realize is that experiencing emotions our ego tends to shy away from is incredibly powerful. Your ability to feel so deeply isn't a curse. It's actually one of your greatest gifts. You have the unique power to transmute and shift energy. Your higher self understands that the key to transforming energy lies in processing it through your physical being. You are the alchemist. By feeling, experiencing, and allowing these emotions to flow through you, you can turn heavy energy into light and channel it toward manifesting your desires. Another card has revealed itself just as I was talking about the fear of the unknown, the Fool card in reverse. This card carries the message that it's time for a fresh start. I sense that someone here has been hesitating to take a leap of faith. This could be a significant decision or change in your life, something that feels truly empowering. Trust that deep gut feeling and the intuitive nudges you're receiving through your third eye connection. You've been guided toward this moment for a reason. Your ego might be holding you back right now, whispering, "What if we don't know what's on the other side of that leap?" And then we have the Conflict card, the Five of Wands, appearing in a neutral position. I sense someone here is really torn between two choices, feeling that back and forth struggle. But what's truly happening is that you're shifting between timelines. There's a higher timeline beckoning you, yet your ego is resisting because it doesn't have a clear picture of what that elevated path will look like. Embrace the uncertainty. This is a part of your journey, and it's okay to feel conflicted. Just remember that the potential for growth and transformation is waiting on the other side of your leap. Trust that you're being guided towards something greater. Here we have the Three of Coins upright, signaling that you'll be rewarded for choosing this higher timeline, and that choice is truly inevitable. There's no need to worry or rush. You're being intuitively guided in this direction. Sure, you might feel a bit back and forth at times, but that's just part of the natural process of upgrading to a higher frequency. As physical and vibrational beings, we need to practice these higher vibrations in our physical lives for a while to find our stability. During this transition, it's common to feel like you're fluctuating between two paths, but rest assured, nothing is going wrong. I'm picking up on something about goals. Perhaps you've felt inspired to set a new objective or vision for your life. Your guides are encouraging you to pull that vision into your present moment. Start embodying the energy of that goal, aligning with the essence of what you want to achieve or the person you aspire to become. Remember, when you create that goal, you're connecting with a higher version of yourself that's already thriving on that elevated timeline. There's a strong message about collaboration coming through. Some of you may soon find opportunities to connect and work with like-minded souls in a meaningful way. However, I'm sensing a divine feminine energy that's feeling quite anxious right now. This anxiety might show up as feelings of regret or guilt, not just related to your own actions, but potentially as intergenerational trauma, particularly from your maternal lineage. I'm specifically tuning into the hip flexors, which can act as an energetic portal in your body. You might be storing some of this intergenerational guilt there. If you've experienced hip pain or tightness, it could be connected to this energy. I see someone stretching or practicing yoga, which can be a powerful way to release those old trauma, patterns, and bring healing to your physical body. Embrace these opportunities to collaborate and heal. You're on the right path. I'm sensing the energy of a divine feminine who's really breaking the mold compared to other feminine influences in her life. Whether that's a mother, sister, friend group, or society in general. You're stepping into a leadership role and forging a new path, which might make it challenging to connect with like-minded individuals, especially other feminine energies. Some of you may feel a bit lonely or out of place, as if you don't quite belong. You might notice that when you're around others, they sometimes try to pull you into their limiting beliefs or patterns. Because of this, you might prefer solitude as you work on stabilizing your core frequency and leading by example. It can be tough when the people around you resonate at a different vibrational level that you're picking up on as an empath. But here's an encouraging message for you. Keep pushing forward. The Ten of Pentacles card appears in the upright position, signaling that if your unique approach relates to your work, finances, or life mission, it's going to bring you immense abundance, peace of mind, financial success, and even a surge of attention. What you're doing or sharing has the potential to become widely recognized and celebrated. I see you on a path to incredible abundance ahead. I'm picking up a strong message that true power often comes through great pain. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, which suggests you might be feeling delays, chaos, or a sense of being out of control. It can feel like everything is spiraling, and you have no say in the timing or outcomes. If this resonates with you, know that you're being guided to move away from relying on external people, situations, or validations. This journey teaches you to trust your inner wisdom, which isn't always easy. It's a challenging path of surrender, one that leads you to a deep trust in yourself and the divine. Ironically, as you align more with your true self and raise your vibration, those moments of magnetic energy can trigger your ego to feel anxious. Your ego might look around and panic, feeling powerless to control what's happening in your life. Even as blessings start to flow in, it may still cling to the need to control their source or frequency. Embrace this process. It's all part of your transformation. All of this is guiding you back to presence, divine feminine. Through total surrender and releasing control over timings or outcomes, you're learning to be fully present in every moment, with yourself, your creations, and your body as it processes what's happening right now. This presence is your true power, especially in a world where many people are distracted and absent, not truly connecting with themselves or others. Your embodiment of total presence is an incredibly potent force on the planet, paving the way for your next level of existence. I'm going to reshuffle the cards now. Wow, the messages today are really profound. I didn't anticipate such strong spiritual insights in this reading. If anything resonates with you, please share in the comments. This energy is truly powerful, and with the power card appearing, it's clear that your true strength lies here. This card reminds you that you instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away whenever you choose. Embrace that power. I'm hearing the message, make choices from your present moment. Tune in to what you're feeling right now, what your body is telling you, and where your intuition is guiding you. Embrace that guidance with radical trust, knowing that by being fully present with yourself and your inner wisdom, you're undergoing an important upgrade. For some of you, I sense that you may have felt blocked from forming attachments in your life. This is an interesting message, but it could show up as struggles to land a specific job, establish a certain relationship, or connect with a group of friends. Whatever it may be, I'm getting that some of you may have been divinely protected from creating attachments that would keep you tethered to your current timeline. Trust that these blocks are serving a higher purpose. You're meant to stay detached when you're on the rise, especially when something better awaits you on a higher timeline. This shift can only happen when you have the courage to let go of future outcomes, 3D connections, and external validation. By anchoring yourself in the present moment and fully embracing who you are, you tap into power that most people never experience because they're not yet ready to choose this challenging yet expansive path you're on. A card just revealed this message. The past is behind you now. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I'm hearing, trust the journey unfolding before you. Have faith in what's coming into your life and what's meant to leave. You're on a path of unconditional love, guided by the angel of love. I'm also seeing the number 444 for someone, which signifies support and protection along your journey. What you're leaving behind are karmic patterns of living, especially for those divine feminines among us. You're shedding beliefs you picked up from society, family, and your upbringing, those ideas that you need to control or push for love and validation. The truth is, your real value comes from your core soul frequency, which may have been overshadowed by external influences for far too long. Now, you're clarifying your true essence and raising your frequency to a magnetic level in all areas of your life. The Sun card indicates that this journey of unconditional love is paving the way for a new beginning. But to fully embrace this transformation, it's essential to release the need to know everything. Stay connected to the present, trust what's coming your way, and follow the guidance you feel in the moment. Embrace moments of divine isolation when needed. They're crucial for your upgrade. This reading has a more esoteric feel than usual, but these messages needed to come through. I hope they resonate with whoever needs to hear them today. The divine masculine's journey through twin flame love is nothing short of life-altering. It stirs his soul, awakening emotions so deep and powerful that they break him wide open. This kind of love can feel overwhelming at times, leaving him in moments of silence, retreat, or confusion. While he feels a magnetic pull toward his divine feminine, he may struggle to express just how intensely he feels. The depth of the connection challenges his need for control, making him face his vulnerabilities. In his desire to offer stability and security, he might create distance, not because he doesn't care, but because he wants to feel truly worthy of her love. Let's dive into this deeper. Twin flame love plays out on two powerful levels. First, there's the energetic bond, a timeless, unbreakable connection between the twins. Then, there's the physical level, where all the conscious thoughts and emotions in our 3D world come into play. I often hear from divine feminines who feel concerned, wondering, what if my divine masculine isn't feeling or returning the love I have for him? If you're one of those beautiful souls, know that you're not alone. The masculine feels this soul bond just as deeply, but he experiences and processes it in his own way. The divine masculine often experiences the twin flame connection in a way that's different from the feminine. While the feminine may feel this bond deeply and emotionally, the masculine tends to interpret his initial attraction more on a physical level. But when I say interprets, it's not just about physical attraction. It's a pull that affects all of his energy centers, not just the root or sacral chakras. So, while it may seem like it's only physical, he's actually feeling a full-body energetic connection, even though it might show up differently than how the feminine experiences it. His attraction to the divine feminine can be incredibly intense, starting with a strong physical draw. Even though he's connected to her on higher spiritual levels, like through intuition and the soul, it often feels dominated by this powerful physical pull at first. He might find himself thinking, am I just attracted to her looks? Is it something about her body or the way she moves? But even though this pull feels physical, it's actually her energy that's captivating him. He might not fully realize this right away. The attraction can be so strong that he feels it even from a distance, through a text message, a phone call, or even just thinking about her. It's that powerful and tangible. Now don't get me wrong, the divine feminine feels a physical attraction too. But for the masculine, this aspect can be especially overwhelming and all-consuming at first. Some of you might be thinking, is this really how my masculine is experiencing our connection? He hasn't said anything like this to me. If that's the case, keep in mind that masculine energy often stays quiet about their emotions. They may find it hard to express the depth of what they're feeling, whether it's the intensity of their spiritual or physical attraction. Just because your masculine hasn't spoken about these feelings doesn't mean they aren't there. Even if he pulls away or denies the connection, that underlying physical pull and attraction never really fades. Another way the divine masculine experiences twin flame love is through a deep sense of vulnerability. It's not just about being open, it's about being completely and intensely exposed. This overwhelming love can leave him feeling raw, and out of fear, he might try to use logic to downplay or dismiss these feelings. He may attempt to rationalize his way out of what he's experiencing with the divine feminine, but as we've said before, the soul bond between twin flames is unbreakable. No amount of logic can change that. Lastly, even when the divine masculine tries to create distance, push the feminine away, or deny the bond, he can't escape her. His thoughts keep drifting back to her, whether through 5D communication, dreams, or visions of being with her. He may even try dating others, but he'll find himself searching for pieces of her in every connection. Ultimately, everything in his life keeps pulling him back to where his heart truly belongs, with the divine feminine. The divine masculine expresses love in a way that often differs from the feminine. Early on, the divine feminine tends to shine in the upper chakras. She's more vocal, intuitive, and connected to her inner wisdom. Her throat, third eye, and crown chakras are often stronger, which makes her more attuned to the spiritual side of the connection. This allows her to communicate her feelings and spiritual connection with the masculine more openly. Many divine feminines even channel this love into creative outlets, like art, music, or poetry, using these forms to express the depth of their emotions. On the other hand, the divine masculine often operates more from the lower chakras, like the root, sacral, and solar plexus. This gives him a more confident, action-oriented energy early on. Even if he's not as vocal about his feelings, the love he feels for the divine feminine often drives him to improve his life, whether it's working harder at his career or creating more stability. His love motivates him to build a stronger foundation, even if he doesn't always express it verbally. If the masculine feels he can't provide the material security or support he believes the feminine deserves, he might withdraw or seem distant. This can feel confusing for the feminine, but what's really happening is that the masculine may step back because he wants to offer more stability in the future. He might feel unprepared to give that right now, so he retreats to prepare himself. A lot of this internal struggle happens behind the scenes and often goes unspoken. In part 1, we touched on how masculine and feminine energy often differ based on their focus in the physical world. We saw that the divine feminine usually shines in the upper chakras, the crown, third eye, and throat. This gives her a natural ability to be more vocal, intuitive, and deeply in tune with the spiritual aspects of the connection. On the flip side, the divine masculine feels more comfortable operating through the lower chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus. This grounds him in the material world, giving him a strong sense of self and a focus on the practical, physical side of life. His energy is often denser and more grounded compared to the lighter, more ethereal energy of the divine feminine. So, how does this impact the way the divine masculine experiences twin flame love? One key difference is that the divine masculine tends to express his admiration for the divine feminine in quieter, more reserved ways. His admiration radiates from his energy, creating a connection the feminine can sense deeply on a soul level. But, from a physical perspective, this silent admiration can be frustrating for the feminine, especially when she's feeling vulnerable. The masculine's love is often felt more through his energy than his words, which can lead to tension when the feminine longs for more verbal expression. This quiet admiration becomes even more noticeable during times of physical separation or when communication breaks down. One reason is that the masculine's throat chakra energy is often less developed, making it harder for him to express his feelings in the physical world. More importantly, during these moments, the divine masculine may stay silent because he feels he has nothing tangible to offer the feminine. If he doesn't feel ready to fully meet her or match her light, he might seem distant or avoidant, even though his admiration is still strong. Here's the irony. In his mind, the divine masculine is often thinking, "I admire you so much, divine feminine. Watching you step into your power and become the person you're meant to be makes me more aware of the shadows I still need to work through." He doesn't want to dim your light or take away from your brilliance in any way. This mindset is very 3D focused, though. On a soul level, twin flames are in perfect sync as energetic supporters for each other. Their connection is eternal, and there's no need for one to give or take. Everything flows naturally. When one's energy shifts, the other's adjusts in harmony, keeping the bond balanced and strong. From the divine masculine's human perspective, when he sees the divine feminine thriving, whether it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or materially, he might appear distant or silent. This can leave the feminine feeling confused, wondering, why isn't he reaching out, celebrating my growth, or engaging with me more as I step into my power? It can create a puzzling gap in connection, especially when she's making significant strides on her journey. But it's important to know that your growth, divine feminine, is making a huge impact on this connection. It truly is. In fact, reconnecting with your true inner self is one of the most powerful ways to strengthen a twin flame bond. As you align more deeply with who you are, you naturally draw closer to your twin, who is essentially a reflection of your own soul. The reason the divine masculine often seems to stand on the sidelines with silent admiration is that he deeply values the idea of partnership in this connection. Unlike other forms of masculine energy, the divine masculine seeks a genuine partnership where both twin flames meet as equals. On a higher self level, the divine masculine understands that you are energetically equal, essentially one and the same. He wants to contribute equally and share this beautiful connection with you. If he feels he's not quite ready to show up fully as your equal partner in the physical world, he might step back from communication until he feels healed and prepared to engage fully. Now, let's explore the second way the divine masculine experiences twin flame love differently. While this may seem unique to him, it's actually a model of love that both twins are evolving into. Unlike other forms of masculine energy, the divine masculine doesn't want to take from the feminine. I know this can be confusing, especially if you felt like the masculine was asking too much or drawing energy from you, either emotionally or energetically. Yes, this can happen when he's in a wounded state. But the important thing to remember is that when the masculine is wounded and tries to take from the feminine, it creates an intense discomfort on a soul level. This discomfort can lead to physical separation or disconnection between you. The divine masculine often grapples with the traditional 3D model of relationships, which typically involves a give-and-take dynamic where the feminine sacrifices while he benefits. He feels a deep dissonance with this model, even if he can't articulate it. This dissonance can lead him to pull away or experience cycles of separation. Ironically, what he's really doing is honoring the divine feminine. He's striving to show up fully and healed for you, even if he doesn't completely realize it. When we, as the divine feminine, find ourselves overgiving or sacrificing too much for the masculine, often out of fear of losing him or a need for validation, it can create a difficult dynamic. We may feel the urge to give more, hoping for support or acknowledgement in return. However, this kind of energy exchange, where the feminine gives excessively while the masculine remains in a disempowered state, can lead him to pull away. On a deeper level, when he distances himself, it's actually a way to break this unbalanced cycle. It creates an opportunity for both of you to heal separately and address these wounded energies. The ultimate goal is to reunite with a more balanced and equal partnership rooted in a new paradigm of unconditional love. Twin flames teach us that true love isn't about restriction, sacrifice, or simple give and take. It's about experiencing love in its purest and most liberated form. The divine masculine carries a profound, protective love for his divine feminine. It truly hurts him to see her over-sacrificing, giving herself away, or trying too hard to please others, even him. Deep down, he longs to see her standing strong in her own power and confidence, rather than dimming her light. This brings us to the third way the divine masculine experiences twin flame love differently. Twin flame love urges both individuals to reach their highest selves. While this growth is vital for both, the masculine often finds it challenging to fully embrace his highest version when that call comes. Typically, the feminine leads in spiritual and soul growth, while the masculine focuses more on creating stability and grounding in the physical world. Often, the divine feminine enters the twin flame journey already equipped with profound spiritual insights and experiences. She's ready to recognize and elevate the spiritual aspect of their connection, guiding the masculine toward a higher level of spiritual awareness. Meanwhile, the divine masculine usually arrives with a solid foundation in the material world, having achieved much in his career and personal stability. However, he might not yet be fully prepared to embrace and embody his most spiritually awakened self. Because the divine feminine inspires the divine masculine to reach his highest and most authentic self, he often sees her as his ideal partner. He might openly express this by saying things like, "You are my ideal," or "I want it to be you in the end." At times, he may drop cryptic hints like, "You deserve better than me," or "I want you to find someone better," reflecting his deep recognition of her as the one who encourages him to strive for his best self. What he's really communicating is his awareness of the gap between where he feels he is now and the higher level of consciousness he knows you, the divine feminine, are calling him toward. He realizes that he hasn't fully stepped into that ideal version of himself in the physical world. This is why he often views you as his ultimate partner and envisions a life with you as his greatest dream. On some level, he understands that this connection is urging him to become his most conscious, healed, and spiritually fulfilled self, not just in terms of material success, but in his overall spiritual growth. I've been picking up on a powerful wave of energy, and a message is coming through loud and clear. If it's not soul, I don't want it. This seems to resonate with many divine feminines who deeply value soul-level connections. I sensed the word exclusively as well. Right now, many of you might find yourselves increasingly drawn to connections that resonate on that profound, soul-deep level, whether they're romantic or platonic. You might notice a growing disinterest in relationships that don't align with your deeper self, even if bored isn't quite the right word. As someone with a unique gift, almost like a seer, you have the ability to perceive the depths of others. Yet, you might sometimes feel unseen yourself. This can lead to complex dynamics in your relationships, where others sense your profound understanding of them, but you don't always feel that same depth in return. This mismatch can create an illusion of closeness that doesn't truly reflect the reality of your connection. I'm sensing something that feels like both a blessing and a curse, and it's a gift I've touched on in previous readings. This special ability you have, divine feminine, is your knack for seeing the potential in relationships from the very beginning. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, you possess the rare gift of intuitively sensing the future possibilities of those you meet, whether they're friends or romantic interests. This makes it challenging for you to enjoy casual or fleeting connections because you're so attuned to the deeper, long-term potential. While we're all here to relish our human experiences, I understand that keeping things light and surface level can be tough for you, especially when your heart is already focused on the bigger picture. You have an incredible ability to tap into dominant timeline potentials. While we all have the power to shape our own paths and align with the energies we choose, there are also prevailing influences that steer likely outcomes. As a beautiful divine feminine soul, when you meet someone, you often sense right away if they're going to play a significant role in your life. Sometimes you can even feel whether that connection will thrive or fade over time. In the past, when you were less aware of these intuitive gifts, you might have had strange feelings about certain relationships or connections. Perhaps you sensed that something was off or that someone could potentially hurt you. And often you were right. This is because you possess a unique talent for perceiving the potential outcomes of relationships. This gift is both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it's amazing to have such deep intuitive insight that helps you navigate your life with clarity. You're in tune with your inner voice, allowing you to make choices that resonate with your true self. On the other hand, being so aware of potential outcomes can make it difficult to maintain many connections. It's as if you have a built-in filter for what truly resonates with your soul. While it's wonderful to seek out meaningful, soul-deep relationships, it can also make casual or fleeting connections feel less fulfilling. as you naturally gravitate toward those that align with your inner truth. You have an incredible ability to sense, even before meeting someone, whether they'll play a significant role in your life. Through signs and synchronicities, you often catch glimpses of how these relationships might unfold, or even how they might end. This foresight can make you cautious about forming new connections. While your human side craves living in the moment and pursuing relationships, your intuition may signal that some connections lack the depth or alignment with your soul's path. Carrying such deep, evolving energy can bring a certain sadness. To truly feel loved, you need to be seen for who you are at your core. Many people might misunderstand this, thinking you fall in love based on superficial traits or similarities. In reality, you can only connect deeply with someone who recognizes and understands the full depth of your inner world. Only then can you truly experience love, feeling that your entire being is genuinely acknowledged and valued. When you sense that someone doesn't match your level of consciousness or spiritual awareness, or if there's a significant disconnect that makes you feel like you're holding back, it can prevent you from fully embracing love or even wanting to pursue the connection. You're drawn to relationships where there's potential for deep, meaningful engagement, and if that depth isn't there, it can be difficult for you to invest emotionally. This unique ability to gauge potential can be both a blessing and a curse. You often attract a lot of attention from those drawn to your light, energy, or even your physical appearance. But finding true, deep connections can be rare for you. Your physical beauty reflects the extraordinary essence and energy you carry, even if you've struggled with self-confidence in the past. You possess an innate, energetic beauty that naturally draws admiration, whether people express it or not. However, building those genuine, long-term relationships can be challenging because you need someone who sees and understands you on all levels before you can truly feel loved and connected. For you, love and soul are deeply intertwined, making it essential for a partner to truly comprehend your depth before you can fully open your heart. The person who will truly capture your heart is someone who understands your soul and sees you at your deepest level. This individual resonates with your inner frequency and connects with you on a profound level. Yet, there can be some tension here. I sense a bit of interference, as if someone is trying to be more present in your life, perhaps wanting to become a bigger part of your daily routine or world. This could be a masculine energy looking to deepen the connection or get closer to you. However, you might find yourself unsure if this person can truly fit into your life in the way you need. You're on the brink of deeper self-understanding, which is why the indecision card has appeared upright. Many of you might be facing a situation where someone is eager to get closer or deepen your connection. While there's an undeniable physical attraction and perhaps even a spark of soul connection, it feels like this bond hasn't fully manifested in the 3D world. It's like you're still just skimming the surface. Regardless of how long this person has been part of your life, whether a brief encounter or a long-standing presence, the relationship hasn't yet reached those profound spiritual depths where you truly feel seen. You might find yourself holding back, unsure if this person can meet you on that deeper level. Even with mutual attraction, the connection might feel somewhat one-sided when it comes to spiritual understanding. This message may feel a bit unconventional, but if it resonates with you, please share your thoughts in the comments. The core message from your guides is to trust your intuition in all aspects of life, particularly in your relationships, even when clarity seems elusive. I'm feeling a wave of emotion because this message holds deep significance for someone out there. Your guides encourage you to keep listening to your inner voice and following your instincts. Be aware that in the near future, you might encounter people, whether exes, old friends, or new acquaintances, who want to reconnect and express their feelings for you. There's a strong energy of admiration surrounding you, so stay alert for these connections and trust your intuition as you navigate through them. It's time to exercise discernment, and your guides are encouraging you to take your time. Don't let anyone or anything rush you into decisions or situations before you're truly ready. Trust your inner voice and give yourself the space to tune into your intuition. Reflect on how many times your instincts have steered you right in the past. One of your guides even playfully asked, "Has your intuition ever really led you astray?" They're reminding you that if you look back, you'll see how often listening to your gut has guided you perfectly, even when the reasoning behind your choices wasn't clear at the time. So, what else do you beautiful divine feminine need to know right now? Interestingly, this reading turned out to be more of an intuitive download rather than a traditional card spread. We only pulled one card, the indecision card, from the emotions deck. I hope this insight provides you with clarity and support in your current situation. Now, let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles, which brings a significant message from your guides. You're radiating powerful, abundant energy at this moment. This abundance is attracting your desires from all directions, especially in love and romance. When you start receiving offers or hearing from people, even those from your past, it's a sign that your high-frequency energy is drawing in positive changes and opportunities. You'll soon face many choices and options, so it's crucial to use discernment as you navigate them. While this reading has emphasized love, this applies to all areas of your life: work, finances, friendships, and the environments you choose. Embrace this abundance and remember to trust your intuition as you make decisions and explore new possibilities. Exciting news! We're thrilled to announce that channel membership is now available. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. Click the Join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. We can't wait to welcome you to our growing family and share more amazing content together. For now, Rumi Oracle Card. The card is The Impossible Made Possible and is number 9. Synchronistic, as I've seen a lot of 999 energy coming through, especially for divine feminines. This guidebook says, "Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountain into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude." Now, let's pull one final message to close this reading. From the Rumi Oracle, we have Sacred Phoenix Heart. And right away, I feel something rising from the ashes. This could be your connection with this person being brought back to life, infused with new energy, and realigned with a reunion timeline after a period of time where you seemed very separate. I'm going to read a little from the guidebook here. Love veils many rose gardens in total faith. Love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have travelled it many times. Rumi. I hope a message from this reading resonated with you today. If so, feel free to leave me a comment under the video to let me know what connected. Also, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Official. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next video.